How's it going, everyone? It is Liam Catterson here with another episode of Charmed as we get into episode number 20 of Season 1. Yeah, the near future is going to be pretty exciting, I feel, because we've got 2 episodes left to go after this. And, of course, then we'll go into Season 2, where I will be reacting to 2 episodes a week for, you know, the foreseeable future. There will be probably the occasion where I'll bump back to 1 at some point, but for Season 2, it is, I guess, twice the pride, double of fun. I don't know. But I had to throw in that reference. But yes, and this episode should be pretty fun stuff, because last episode was pretty interesting. We had some big stuff revealed, I guess, with Andy now finding out that the sisters are the charmed ones, and he seems to be handling things pretty well, I would say. Like, compared to the other time that he found out, of course, things are looking a bit better from what I am seeing so far, but he could just have all that information sink in this episode and be like, nope, can't do this, this is bad, etc. So yeah, but no, I'm excited to see what this episode holds. So with that said, let's get into episode number 20 of season 1 of Charmed. Let's go.
What are you doing on the furniture? No, you don't understand. I've been practicing how to call a premonition, and I did it. I saw a future event on command.
Oh, wow.
That's the good news. The bad news is I saw you missing your flight. Oh, great.
No, that's awesome though for
For
Phoebe.
the convention, my boss will
Rather
fire
than
me.
just
Well,
randomly
can't let that happen,
occurring.
especially since my job is hanging by a thread as it is. For anymore.
All right, well, what about demon stuff? What if something happens and you need the power of 3?
Well, then the power of 2 will just have to do.
So wait, does this mean we're
let's
not
go.
gonna get
Hey,
much
Phoebe,
Piper
will you
in this
pick up my dry cleaning
episode?
on the way back from the market, please?
Yeah, and talk to the gardeners.
Sad.
about the weeds.
If you listen closely, you actually hear the ghost cries. There.
Just eyebrow like.
What an idiot.
Yes.
Get out of jail free.
They're not.
Oh my god. Marianne, call 911 quick.
Great.
Hope you enjoyed the tour. Just gonna have to handle it on your own, okay?
Okay, Prue, but if this ghost is on the mainland,
Don't forget to buy tampons at the market. Just, singed eyebrows.
I just hate how she just leaves like that, just expecting her to
Take some of the old case files.
hang up on the phone.
Could be the ghost's ectoplasm.
Yep.
It's outside the visual spectrum. Book of Shadows.
Andy is still just trying
Yeah.
to, yeah,
It's the ghost's...
digest
hey, do
everything.
you have a picture of this ward guy?
Yeah, that's him.
Yep. That's him.
How do you know?
Exactly how Marianne described him. Amazing. Very.
One off the list.
I helped you get your revenge. Now it's your turn to help me get a witch.
Are you kidding, lady?
Oh, he's gonna screw her over. This gonna be messy.
Well, our spirits would have to say it.
Yeah,
Meaning one of us
they'd
would
have
have
to.
to die for it to actually work.
Keep
looking.
Yeah, we're not having anyone. Oh my god.
I've always believed there was another world.
Welcome to our little shop of horrors.
Hey.
Are you doing that?
No, it just sometimes does it on its own.
Oh no, no.
It's weird that it would open up to that page with
Yeah.
Andy standing right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Oh no,
has
oh
to be
no.
A mistake.
The book is trying to throw Prue under the bus.
Entire decision about us on? Prue, I've had a week to react to it this time. I still don't know how I feel. You should have given me more time. I think I deserve that. I think we deserve that.
I mean, I've got to agree with
Guys, since
Andy.
we don't know how to
It
vanquish
wasn't
the ghost,
fair
We have to try to stop him from killing his
that he had all of this information sent to him, and he
Victor,
didn't have
am I
enough time
interrupting
to digest it.
No, we're done. Try me. Maybe later, okay? Look, I gotta go. Take what you got so far. I'll check back with you later. We're partners, Andy.
Yeah, this
That
is
means we
gonna
work together.
create fractures between these two.
This is an exception.
Oh.
Inspector Morris?
Oh.
Inspector Rodriguez and Anderson, Internal Affairs. We need to talk to you about your partner.
Oh, shit.
I cannot believe how you're pretending that you don't have a problem.
I don't.
Okay, well, you know what? You just proved my point. My other point, which is I get absolutely no credit for all that I do around here.
Yeah, I
It's
think
just
someone's a
assumed
bit
that I'll do it. Like,
stressed.
you are mad at me because I don't work.
Okay. Maybe you're right.
Oh, here we go.
And
We've
that's
got
why I
some-
lied to you.
Oh. Shoot.
Wanted to make sure you guys were all right.
There you go.
Do you miss me?
More than you know, sweetie.
Good. I love you.
We love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Miss
Why
you?
didn't you tell me about Jackson Ward?
Interviewed me for over 2 hours. Wouldn't tell me what it was about. Asked a lot of questions about you.
Like what?
Watch your back, bro.
You know what? If Eternal Affairs want to fight, they'll get a
It's the
fight.
same story. One of us is some girl.
Probably a zombie or vampire.
Great. Where's Buffy when you need her?
Okay.
Hey!
Jackson Ward.
See the picture?
When's the crossover happening?
Hey, Jackson.
I was gonna say. Oh. Yeah, maybe your next victim is not happening anytime soon, buddy. Oh fuck! That's so fuck.
What's happening?
That looks painful.
Sucks, doesn't it?
I'm sure that's gonna have no consequence whatsoever.
Bro, it's Andy. I gotta give you something. Gotta get it out of here. I'll explain when I get there.
Inspector Trudeau, Internal Affairs.
Fuck off! Oh shoot.
What are you hiding?
Oh shoot.
I'm not hiding anything.
Oh no. Oh. I wasn't expecting Andy to be in hot water with.
You guys spy on your wives too?
Why'd you check the murder weapon out, Inspector?
On Angus, on Morris.
Then who do we hang it on?
Look, I told you my story. You don't believe me? You take my hardware right now and you charge me.
Otherwise, drop dead.
Let's go, Andy. Stick it to them.
Me, where did you learn to do that? Book of Shadows. Where? Under Dr. Kevorkian?
Whoever takes it can be revived with CPR. The only catch is, has to be done within 4 minutes to avoid brain damage.
Okay, proof that's a pretty big catch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
the only
big
way to say the
risk,
spell.
but I had a
It's the
feeling
only
it was
chance
gonna
that we have of sending Ward where he belongs.
be a spiritual battle.
But I do take you for granted, and not just for what you do around the house either.
Sure. You're just saying that because you're about to die.
No. You were right.
She's
about
just
that. I was
gonna be
upset because I
resting a
thought you
bit.
were slacking
Oh.
off, but the truth is you weren't. You were
And not in
trying to find out
peace.
who the ghost
Don't you
was,
dare
and thank
say
God
that.
You did.
What the hell's going on?
Ashes to ashes, spirit to spirit. Take his soul, banish this evil.
Oh dearie me. Oh no, Andy's gonna assume the worst.
It's even better now I get to kill a cop too.
Andy, behind you!
Yeah, there's no way of assist, but Andy is more sharper than that, to be fair.
Ashes to ashes, spirit to spirit. Take his soul, banish this evil.
Who are you? I was hoping to take you or your sister. But it looks like your soul is safe. For now.
Is she going to be a problem for these final 2 episodes or something?
Slow breaths.
No problems, right?
For letting us borrow Miss Hallowell.
See, an Asian gang was smuggling exotic jewelry, antiques. She helped us set up a sting, bust their operation.
He's saving her skin again.
Prue never mentioned any of this to me before.
Well, she couldn't compromise her cover. You're welcome to call my superior, Inspector Morris, and file a reimbursement claim if you'd like.
No, that won't be necessary.
As soon as you're done here, we need to talk. I want to have a normal life to come home to. You know, with a white picket fence and a two-car garage, a screaming kid. But no demons.
Difficult with what Prue pursues.
Maybe it's because of all the evil I deal with every day on the job. I don't know.
You.
It's sad, but it's understandable as well, and at least he's had time to digest it this time.
This terrible feeling that you guys were,
What?
oh, I don't know, at each other's throats, maybe?
Nah.
Us?
Are you kidding?
Never.
So nothing happened while I was gone.
Just, you know, this same old boring stuff. Hey, you need a hand?
Yeah, that would be great. Thanks, Pete.
Sure.
Piper is sensing the lies. Wow. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff. I mean, I can understand why Andy was had to say that to Prue at the end there. And I think that really hits deep in the fact where he says maybe it's because of all the evil that I deal with on a normal level. There is just this elevated pressure, really. Especially where sometimes you could have humans be worse than the demons and all of that. Like, there is that possibility. So, yeah, but I don't blame him at the end of the day. You know, one might want to pursue that normality, and all of this is just gonna be overwhelming. But I think he's had some proper time to reflect on everything. So, still really, really great for him to get in on the action and kind of fill in for Piper. I say kind of because obviously he does not have you know, certain abilities or whatever, but no, pretty interesting episode there. No, I really loved how different this episode did definitely feel in the aspect of you know, we had Piper out of the equation, which, you know, it did suck, because obviously everyone knows that Piper is my favorite, so it's like, so yeah, but it was very, very interesting to focus on, because I don't think that there would be too much to focus on with Piper with this episode. And it would be, it was really, really great to focus on the relationships with, especially with Prue, with her and Phoebe and her and Andy. And obviously, after Andy found out in last week's episode, it would have been a real unfair situation in regards to, you know, not having Andy be in this episode, or not even having the, I guess, aftermath of him finding out and being included in this episode. So, but I really loved what they did with Andy and Prue in this episode, because they got around to the truth spell, which I'm glad that they addressed, because honestly, I thought that was going to get, you know, shrugged under the rug. Andy would never find out. So I'm glad that they addressed that. And they also discussed the impact of this whole new world for Andy, and how now he has had enough time to digest things. We can see where he might truly stand. And yeah, I mean, to be fair, I do feel so bad for Andy, with the fact that I feel like he had every right to be absolutely annoyed with what happened in regards to the truth spell. Like, he said it himself. He only had a minute to think about. Like, if you were told that you were going to die, surrounded by your family, and you only had like a minute or 5 minutes left to, say your goodbyes or whatever before you moved on into the afterlife, it would be absolutely. I know it might seem like a very extreme example, but it's still a case of overwhelming feelings. Like, you would be very, very overwhelmed with everything if you only had a limited time left. Like, if you only had 5 minutes left before, that's all, folks. And it's the same with Andy in terms of him only having a minute to, like you've been told all of this about the fact that, hey, I'm a witch. How do you feel? You only got 1 minute. So it's overwhelming. You don't really have a proper time to digest everything. So yeah. So it's, really, really sad for Andy. And not just that, though, but what he said to Prue at the end, where he's like, I could have all the time in the world, but I still think that it just, wouldn't be something that I could be comfortable with. And it does suck, because I want Prue and Andy to be together. It's like, just get back together. But yeah, with what Andy has to deal with every day, I feel like this would just be a bit too much, potentially. So there is certain stresses and secrecies, I guess, that this episode delved into, because there was also the stress between Phoebe and Prue, but we'll get on to that in a minute. But that's it with Andy, though. It would become too much, wouldn't it? So when you want that normality, so as much as it does suck, I don't really blame him for wanting to have that normality and everything. So, but I do feel like he's still going to play an integral part in Prue's life, with the fact that we might not see each other, but I still want to hang out, etc., all that jazz. So yeah, but yeah, it I feel like, I don't know if things are gonna be awkward between them two, since he's stated his feelings. I mean, it can't be any more awkward than Prue having to hide the fact that she cast a truth spell. Andy revealed the truth, and she was like, I know something you don't, and it's not comfortable. So, but at least he knows now. And like I said, I feel like with what Andy had to say about the truth spell, he had every right. Especially with the fact that no one likes to be told that someone basically twisted their mind and they can't remember anything. But the fact that we've had this rodeo before and he didn't really have enough time to digest the truth, it can be very, very devastating, really. So I am glad that they chose this episode, the episode after Andy found out, for him to find out about what happened in with the truth spell. And yeah, so, but yeah, like I said, I felt like that was a very, very strong aspect, and it was unfair, but now at least they've had some time to figure things out, and Andy can kind of move on from that, since everything has been discussed and whatnot. So yeah, like I said, I do hope that we get to see more Prue and Andy now that he's found out, especially with the fact that Eternal Affairs are watching him like a hawk, which is a very, very interesting aspect. Although I do like the idea as well that Andy's like, I can't tell you this to Morris, and Morris is just like perplexed about what the hell is going on. So yeah, but honestly, I can't blame Andy for the decision that he made. He's got enough on his plate anyways, with people being scummy in the real world, and now you've got all these demons and whatnot, just terrorizing the innocents. And yeah, you don't want too much on your plate, do you? So yeah, but no, it was really, really great stuff with that. And like I said, the whole Eternal Affairs situation, I feel like that could expand potentially, because they're not gonna like Andy gave them a good bollocking, which was really, really great, and it was very convincing as well. And, you know, they could be like, okay, we're not going to piss off Andy again because he might kill us. They're going to continue watching him. They just know that, okay, maybe he's hiding something, but we're not gonna, you know, provoke the bear. So, yeah. But I can see them being a bit more of a nuisance in the future. So, yeah. Speaking of the future, Phoebe. No, we'll get to her in a moment, though. I see. You thought I was segueing to Phoebe because of the whole premonitions thing, but I wanted to talk about the wannabe witch lady, who was assisting Jackson, because, I mean, she just showed up, and then she really didn't do anything in this episode apart from, you know, give a bit of encouragement to Jackson, with the fact that. I mean, I thought that, you know, Hannah and, yeah, like, I thought we had our big bads set out for season 1, and then, you know, they just perished midway through this season, and I was like, okay, so I'm wondering who the big bad, or is this going to be like a monster of the week for just the rest of the season? We won't have an established big bad, and I'm wondering, with the fact that lady didn't really have too much to do, and she gave that little teaser at the end to Prue, like, oh, you've won this one, but you know what, I'll be back, basically. I do feel like with 2 episodes left to go, she could be a force potentially to be reckoned with. Not sure, unless it's a season 2 teaser, maybe that's the case, but I feel like she is being established as someone who is going to be a bit of a problem for the Charmed one. So yeah, I feel like we have our next, like, I guess, important character, because like I said, I thought Rex and Hannah were going to be the big bads this season with how much focus there were on them, and then we all know what happened with both of them. So I'm wondering if this lady is going to be... I mean, this is it, though. Like, if she's going to be, like, the big bad for, like, these next 2 episodes, then I don't know why she wasn't established earlier, but like I said, maybe she's going to be set up for season 2. We'll just have to wait and see. But, yeah, let's focus on... let's go back on track with Prue's story as well, I guess, because... I was segueing to the future, but I just wanted a little bit of a quick note about that lady who was helping Jackson. But yeah, yeah, Prue and Phoebe. Ooh, there was some heated discussions going on there, wasn't there? It was very, very fascinating to divulge into Phoebe's sentiments about the fact that you just think that I'm just gonna have to, like, do everything, etc., because of the fact that, you know, I'm unemployed. And it is very, very difficult for Prue because she is currently got a gun behind her head, really, in regards to Claire just threatening her position. So there's a lot of stress going on, and, you know, you've got things to do and all of that. Obviously, she was going to find out at some point in terms of... Prue was going to find out at some point in terms of Phoebe going to Alcatraz. So, yeah, but... yeah, there was a lot of sentiments being thrown out there in regards to Prue and you know, how she might be stressed because, you know, I decided to do this and hid this information rather than, you know, check things off on the to-do list, etc. Because of course she was like, you know what, I'm going to Alcatraz, and that's where things spiraled off there. And, you know, I do kind of feel so bad for Phoebe as well, in a sense, because she's had jobs before. obviously, Prue has been very hardworking, and like I said, her job was basically on the line in this episode. And then Phoebe has had jobs. She even worked with Prue at some case. And obviously we know how that came about. And then episode 13, she had that job, and she decided to walk from it, especially since there was some real shenanigans going on there in regards to her boss being a bit naughty. So, yeah. So, you know, Phoebe has had jobs before. It's just that, you know, things have been a bit unfortunate for her. I mean, things have been unfortunate for Prue as well. But, yeah, her time will come. So, yeah, it is, you know, great, though, that we are revisiting the kind of heavy relationship between Prue and Phoebe, because obviously that was established at the start, and with no Piper, which, again, you know, the brakes are off, really, between them two. So, and I think that this needed to be said, really. So, yeah, but no, I really liked how things were. Like I said, in regards to just having Phoebe and Prue be there. I mean, yeah, it did suck that Piper wasn't there. But I think, you know, everything would be a bit too convoluted, I guess, with them two needing to air out things, I guess, and needing to revisit that dynamic, as well as Andy and how he is feeling. Like, I don't know what we could give with Piper, and I do wish that there was a bit more given to her rather than just her love life, because I do feel like there is a bit of an underdevelopment for Piper for some reason, and we, like, if there is a focus on her, it's just going to be her love life. So, and I say that because of the fact that we didn't really have, I mean, yeah, like I said, things might be a bit too convoluted with Piper, but that's it, though. Like, she would just have to take the back seat in this episode, whilst we're all focusing on Andy. How is he feeling after he's surely had time to digest everything about the fact that witches and demons exist? So, and you want Piper to have something. So, I can see why they decided, you know what, Piper's going to take a vacay, basically. So, no, but this was pretty neat stuff. And like I said, I'm glad that we really got into the thick of it in regards to Prue and Andy. Really loved the fact that you know, he was being introduced to the Book of Shadows and was mesmerized. Like it like whenever it comes to a character finding out about stuff, like even a companion or whatever, finding out that the TARDIS is bigger on the inside, etc. It's always really great to see their reactions, and it's the same here with Andy just being an ordinary cop and finding out about the fact that we have this book that is so magical and whatnot. So, although the book did Prue dirty. Yeah, but no, in all seriousness, it was really fantastic stuff. And yeah, I really loved the sticky predicament that Andy was in as well, with the fact that, you know, Morris wanted to find out what was he hiding, and then things just got more heated because Eternal Affairs decided to stick their noses in. So, yeah, but no, you know what? I can see these final 2 episodes having Eternal Affairs just being more focused on Andy and what the hell he is up to. And like I said, that lady that appeared, that really didn't do much. Just stated her aspirations and yeah, as well as, you know, help out Jackson. But yeah, yeah, I can see that happening for the final 2 episodes, but we'll just have to wait and see, because like I said, I feel like if she's going to be the main antagonist for these final 2 episodes, I feel like they could have fleshed things out a bit further. But like I said, she might be a factor in season 2. I don't know. All I know is that surely she's got to play more of an importance than just being there. So, especially with her teasing, like she's basically saying to, hey, look at me. This is what you're going to be dealing with in the future. She basically said that to Prue. It was a warning shot, if anything. And it was like Jackson was more so the foot soldier, if anything. So just a little bit of a teaser for the future. But yeah, great episode. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Check the videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!